Good afternoon. This is Alan from both sides of the pond. And here we are on Thursday, the 11th of November, which of course is Remembrance Day. So, before we go any further, I would like to take a short pause and a minute's silence in respect for all those guys who made the ultimate sacrifice to allow us the freedoms that we enjoy today. Alright, thank you for that. Thank you for your patience. So what's going on today? Well, I am heading south on I-75, and I was heading to my delivery location, which actually doesn't deliver till 9 a.m. in the morning. I had to contact the shipper today because I got two different addresses. The electronic address is different from the one on the paperwork that I got. So I figured that one out, and I did ask them if they would take the load early. And there's a little bit of a tip for you guys. Not everybody does it, but if you've got a shipper or receiver's telephone number, it's always worthwhile giving them a call and saying, hey, I'm blah 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 from blah 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 trucking, and is there any possibility of me coming in early? And quite often they will let you come in and get your load or deliver your load. So that sounds kind of sexual, isn't it? Deliver your load. Ooh, missus. Ooh, So anyway, it's always worth trying. Plus you've got Google reviews as well, and a lot of drivers will put on there if they'll allow early shipping or early receiving. So anyway, so I contacted them, got the address, seen if they would take me early, because I can deliver it at 1500 today. But they said no, they don't want it today, they'll take it in the morning. I've got £30,000 worth of ice cream for them, and I've looked at their facility on Google Earth and Street View, and it's a tiny little shack with one dock, a little place, and it's back in from the street place as well, so that'll be interesting tomorrow. But when you're as good as I am, no problem. However, I just remembered, I'll explain. So, I was heading towards a delivery, but I've been redirected. I'm going back to the Lakeland yard because I am getting a new truck. Yes, indeed, folks, but it's not new. It's actually a 2020, but I'm getting a T680. They're taking my Volvo off me. Poor Olga. They're taking Olga, which is a shame because I love the truck. I love this Volvo. I love most things about it. A couple of little things I don't like. Probably the thing I dislike the most is the gear selection and the lower part of the dashboard. Hate that. But I love this truck. Olga's been a good girl, been reliable for me. She's comfortable. She rides really smoothly. I know that Volvos do get a lot of abuse from some of the less educated drivers out there, and it's all bullshit. And it's not really sure what the reason is, but I think it's not one of the old school trucks like Mack or Kenworth or Freightliner or International. It's Volvo. It's a newcomer, and it's not American either. So I think there's some resentment in that respect. But anybody who's driven a Volvo will tell you they're great trucks. They are. Ride smoothly and really set out. Got some great storage solutions. Probably better than the T680. So I'm going to have to readapt. Oh, and it's got a real nice tight turning circle. So tomorrow when I deliver this awkward place, I'm going to have a T680 with the awful. That's one of the things I dislike most about the Kenworth T680. Here's the turning circle. Here's awful, too big, too. So I'll have to readjust to that. But nevertheless, it's 2020 that I'm going to get. The problem, which I kind of touched on yesterday with this one, is it doesn't have the auto start feature. So I was having some issues with the losing the power and during the night, and not having my sound machine, not having my fans running and shit like that. So the solution was to give me a new truck. I was hoping to get one of the next gen 2022s, but I haven't been with the company more than 6 months, so I guess I'm not in the front of the queue for a brand new truck. But you never know, next time. So yes, that's where I'm going. I'm going to Lakeland. Should get there for about 3 o'clock today, and then swap all my stuff out from this truck to the new one. Well, clean it out first, make sure it's nice and clean. They said it's been valeted, but I don't think they do them as well as I like. So I'll go around, sterilise shit, get my disinfecting wipes and clean all the surfaces down and what have you. Clean the refrigerator out. I'm assuming it has a refrigerator because night transportation and night refrigeration do supply refrigerators with all their vehicles, which is very nice. My T680 I had with Stevens, I had to keep the refrigerator up on the top bunk, and it was kind of a pain in the ass. It was a little bit awkward. It worked, but there were better solutions. Wow, more traffic. There was an awful up by Gainesville there, real nasty tailback of about 15 miles. I'm so glad I'm going southbound, just up the road at Gainesville. It looked as though a car or a SUV had hit a RV, and they're both burnt down. There were just shells of. Well, the RV was kind of, half of it was burnt and half of it wasn't. But the ensuing tailback was huge, and it was like, oh, thank the Lord that I am going south and not north. I need to get back over into this side lane. Another good thing about the T680 is that I believe it has the push to pass. Volvos don't have it. They don't have the technology to be able to implement on the Volvos right now. But the push to pass will give me an extra 2 miles an hour when overtaking. Probably the thing I hate most about the Governor on a truck is not necessarily that I'm doing 65 mile an hour, but when I do overtake somebody and we're at close speeds and I've got to spend so long in the, and I'm blocking traffic, it's kind of embarrassing. And it's, we had a situation yesterday where I steadily approached a truck on the inside for a couple of miles. I was probably doing 2 or 3 miles an hour faster than him. It wasn't a huge amount. But as soon as I got alongside him, he put his foot down. So we're going on side by side for about 5 minutes. And I'm trying to figure out, well, maybe it was because I'm faster uphill and he's faster down, or vice versa. But it wasn't. This guy just obviously didn't want to be overtaken. So as soon as I got next to him, he accelerated. So eventually I had to back off because we were just on a par. We were both stuck at 65 miles an hour. Having that extra 2 miles an hour will be nice. Just a double tap on the accelerator and just get past the vehicle quickly, get back in the right-hand lane and allow the rest of the traffic just to smoothly go on the way. Because, I've heard and I've seen a lot of videos where people are really lambasting these drivers who go side by side. I don't want to be side by side with a truck. I just want to get past them and then pull in. When people overtake me and it's a very similar speed, I actually back off on the throttle and let them get past. But unfortunately, most drivers don't do that. They're quite happy to keep you side by side for miles after miles after miles, and I hate it. So having that extra 2 miles an hour is going to be cushy. So yeah, it's always exciting to get a new truck. I would have been happier if it had been a brand new one. I was really hoping they'd give me one of the new next gen 2022s. Oh shoot! Something else I hate about the T680 is the headlights. Oh, I'm going to miss my headlights. The Stevens trucks, every Kenworth I've been in, and all the Kenworth drivers I know who, they'll tell you the headlights are awful. They're useless. And then I jumped into Olga when I first come to night, and these have got LED lights, and they're beautiful. They really light the road up. The road, bleh, the road up really well, so I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss my LED headlights. Damn. I think what I'll do is I think I'll invest in a set of LED bulbs. I need to research what kind of bulbs to put in a Kenworth T680, and I don't want to go back to that horrible, hardly lighting up the road. Oh, I forgot about that. As you can tell, I've just found out myself that I'm getting a new truck, so told my wife, told my buddy Perry, hi Perry, and then thought, oh yeah, let's do a quick video. So be swapping the stuff out today, and I'll take a video when I get there. It'll be a couple of hours, and I'll put it on the air. In the meantime, once again, respect to the greatest generation and all of the soldiers who have committed the ultimate sacrifice in defending our country.